Hi everyone and welcome to another unboxing video from the Offline Gamer, and today we're looking at the latest instalment in the Storymasters Tales series of games. This is Dracodeep Dungeon. This is the second full game, I think. The previous one was the Storymasters Tales and an expansion. This is the Dracodeep Dungeon. The first one was Weirding Woods. As you can see, there's not much on the box, but inside we have, I think, a storybook, a selection of cards and new characters for the Storymasters Tales. So before we look inside, let's remind ourselves what this is all about, and then we'll have a look at the contents.
Far away in a cursed land, something waits for you in the Storymasters Tales Dracodeep Dungeon. Enter the subterranean world of folklore fantasy, epic storytelling and strange magic. Set in the grim world of 18th century dark legend, you will make your own dangerous pathway through ancient catacombs, encounter mythical creatures, and find lost arcane artifacts. In the one box, you have everything you need for hours of entertainment, of dungeon crawling and thrilling adventure. Play it as a standalone game, or combine it with our previous Storymaster games, Weirding Woods and Deeper into the Woods.
Okay, very nice shiny front. Again, Weirding Woods was very similar. It had an identical box but with a different design on the front. You can see the reflection of the light above there. There you go. So we have a bag with some components in. I think there's pencils and a few other things in there. We have cards that we use to explore the Dracodeep Dungeon. And we have the storybook itself, obviously, and a selection of player adventure record cards, so you can keep a note of your character and how much magic skill and fighting skill they've got as the game goes on, how much gold, enemies they fought, things like that. So yeah, that is all there. So should be very familiar to anyone who's seen the Storymasters Tales before. We have all of these characters. These look like the same ones, and what you do is you cut these and then you get little standees that you use to move your character around the dungeon as you're exploring it. So these are, I think, new characters. So we've got the Highlander and the Scientist. That's interesting. So we'll have to see what's different about those. That's all going to be explained in here. Let's see what we've got in the bag. So we have, we have some little plastic feet for the character models. We have some pencils for people to record their adventures. We have some gems, which I think are used for tracking things. And then we have some D4s there. So, shall we look at the cards first or the book? Let's look at the book. Let's see what's different. This game is dedicated to the memory of my uncle Andrew McNeil, Tristan Thacker and John York. That's nice. So I like these books that it comes with because it's a proper thick book. And the way it works is when you reveal a location, the character moves there, you go to the relevant page in the book, the Storymaster will read out the description and the choices, and then depending on what the player does, you get one of the outcomes. The level I backed at as well, I got some audio recordings, so it's basically Ollie recording all these in character, doing all the voices, and with nice atmospheric music and sound effects, so that's really cool. So we don't need to have one player as the Storymaster. You can load all of the sounds onto your iPad or your phone or whatever you want to do, and then just play them back when characters go into those locations. So let's see what we've got. Have we got in details about the new classes? Scientists do not use magic. They can cross that out and write science. Use it the same way, but look very smug when doing so. Also, every 5 rounds you can make a bomb that will do 3 health damage. That's very nice. Very nice. And the Highlander. You get the first strike to cause damage on an enemy without having to roll first in combat. After that you must use the normal combat rules. That's nice as well. So there's some very nice additions there. And then we've got some quests that tell you what you have to do. You start with certain items and you have to try and find something or someone before the time runs out. And then here's all of the various locations. So we won't look at the locations in the book because obviously if I show them all that will spoil what they are. So we'll crack open the cards and then we'll see what we've got in here. So here we go. Locations: the rat, the throne room, a ghoul, the armoury, the leprechaun, a barbarian, the guard room, spirit of the water, chess room, trader, dark elf, haunted room, the church, the orc's nest, hall of traps, the crypt, treasure room, dragon, is that Wolfenden, the enchanters, the pit, shadow man, a ghost, an abandoned camp, the statue, vampire lord, the jail, the mine, the portal of power, ooh, a grand tomb, the black sword inn, an arena, an underground stream, under the wizard's tower. The wizard's tower is in the first game. Chasm bridge, lava pool, a black cave, the imps, a necromancer, the gambling den, the hall of doors, a dwarven forge, the wizard's cave, an ogre, just the room, vampire women, minotaurs, underground glade, cave of bats, and the maze. So there's all of the locations. If I remember correctly, you can mix this with the first game, and at some point there's a cave that goes down into the dungeon, so then when a player goes in there, they enter this section of the game. But obviously, there's 50 cards there, there's enough for you to do plenty of things standalone along with this. So then we have the reward cards, which are loot or equipment that you get. So we've got things like Elven Bruise, a Dragon Scale Shield, Dragon Egg, Armour, a Billy Goat. This horny fellow wants to follow you. He might come in handy. Okay. It's always nice to have a horny fellow following you around. A golden apple, some gauntlets, scrolls, holy water, healing potions, speed potions, love potion. Drinking this will make you very desirable to everyone around you. I'll just keep that for later. And then, yeah, lots of equipment and things. So there we go. That's a brief look inside Dracodeep Dungeon, the Storymasters Tales from Ollie McNeil. So yeah, if you want to know more about it, I'll put the links in the video description. But for now, thanks for watching this quick unboxing of Dracodeep Dungeon, and we'll see you next time.